What's up, guys? Welcome back to Digital Dive-In, the proper gaming talk show where we dive into the latest news in gaming every single week. It's your boy Sanzology. With me today is SGK.
He's done this intro 3 times already. This is hilarious.
Shut it. It's Friday, October 22nd, and we got a ton of stuff for you guys. This week has not slept at all. It's been going 100% all week. So, starting off, we got some God of War news. If you didn't know, God of War is coming out on the PC finally.
Hell yeah.
Not coming out for a couple months now. It's actually going to be releasing on January 14th, 2022. So, right after Christmas, you guys will be able to pick this game up.
I was going to say, it's going to be interesting. I literally just got finished playing the game on PS5 for the first playthrough, and it was beautiful. It was nice. So, it would be nice to... I'm not going to get it on PC as well, but like, it'll be nice to see the comparison of the frames and everything. You know,
Yeah,
God of War
exactly.
200 frames is going to look beastly. I'm not even going to lie.
Exactly. This game, the PC version of God of War, is going to be able to support 4K, ultra-wide displays, unlocked frame rates, along with all the other advanced settings you could imagine, including GTAO, SSDO, NVIDIA DLSS support on launch, and all that good-ass stuff. There's a reason I'm not into PC gaming. There's too much shit to change.
Whoa. They give you the freedom to do what you want. They don't just lock it at 60 frames
Too much
and
freedom.
at 1080p and call it a day.
Too much freedom. I'm not going to know what to do with that much freedom. The game also is going to launch with a buttload of additional bonus digital content. So it's going to come out with 4 different shield skins, including the Exile's Guardian, Buckler of the Forge, Shining Elven Soul, and Dokkenschilder, along with Death's Vow armor sets for both Kratos and Atreus. So you're going to have a bunch of new shit that you can, customize your guys with, and that's just cool. I love the customization in God of War. It is so freaking cool.
I mean, it's definitely dope. I didn't really get into it too much. I kind of just put on something just to get through, and then that was kind of it.
As long as it wasn't the sleeveless shirt, you're fine. Or the
God, no.
It was just sleeves. I'm like, no. Do I want Kratos to look like he goes to a gay bar every weekend? No, I don't. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but no.
I was waiting for that.
Yeah.
There's anything wrong with it.
So, anyways, the PC version of God of War is available for pre-order right now for $50. You can go pick it up on Steam right now. You just have to wait until January 14th to actually play it. So, let us know what you think about PC or God of War going to PC, and in general, all these games going to PC, because now Xbox and PlayStation both have games crossing over to PC. So maybe the exclusive war is ending. Maybe, I don't know.
I don't think it's ending per se. I just think PlayStation recognizes that it needs to become more consumer friendly, and it wants to make more money. Xbox has always had this stuff crossover.
Yeah, well, yes and no, but that's a whole other conversation.
Yeah.
Speaking about a deeper conversation, CD Projekt Red came out and said that they are delaying the next-gen updates for both Cyberpunk 2077 and The Witcher 3. So if you didn't know, a while ago they announced that Cyberpunk 2077 was going to have a next-gen update for the PS5 and Xbox Series X, and they're also going to be doing a next-gen update for The Witcher 3. Basically, it's just, graphical updates, quality of life type of shit, which is great. And that's definitely something that specifically Cyberpunk 2077 needs, because it should have just been made for next-gen in the first place, but it wasn't, and that's why we have the issues we have today.
I honestly do regret not finishing The Witcher 3. I got it at a point when
it's so
we
good.
didn't have... Yeah, I got at a point where we didn't have PS Plus free games every month, so I was bored. I didn't have any games to play, so I got Metal Gear and I got Witcher 3, and then I just didn't finish either of them.
Oh my god, Metal Gear is great. It confused me because there's a chapter 1 ending and then it continues to a chapter 2, and I did not play chapter 2. But yeah, anyways. CDPR basically came out and said that they were pushing it back due to recommendations from the supervising teams that were, developing the next gen updates, and I guess they were either behind schedule or they're looking at the timeline. They're just like, you know what, probably not going to be able to make this, and if we do, we don't want what happened with the launch of Cyberpunk 2077 to happen again. We don't want all these bugs in the next gen update. So they just say, you know what, we're just going to push it back as far as we can. That's still realistic, you know? Yeah. And I love it when developers come out and say, look, we don't have enough time. We want to give you a good product, so we're going to push this back. And hopefully gamers starting to realize that that's a good thing.
I mean, it is. And, like, it shows that they don't want to just force feature something, you know?
Exactly. But either way, the Cyberpunk 2077 update is pushed to the end of March 2022, with the Witcher 3 update pushed to the end of June 2022. So it's going to be still a while before we get to see any of those on any next-gen consoles. But the fact that they're still being made is great.
I mean, yeah, I just feel like it's a little bit late, because I feel like at this point, whoever was serious about playing it, played it already, you know, or like tried it, you know, and the PS5 and Xbox people, I feel sorry for them. You know, they had to play a PS4 version of a game that was supposed to come out with a PS5 version a long time ago, like a next-gen version a long time ago. So,
yeah, it was rough. It was rough. I wish they would just say, like, I don't know why they're even working on this update. I don't know why they're just not almost remaking Cyberpunk from the ground up for next gen. I mean, I would much rather have that and have it be released in like 2 years than just have an update to the game, you know? I'd rather them just
tell me the update's not going to be the best thing ever. Like,
it's not going to... Exactly. Like, what is it really going to do? Like, what is it really going to do? Just graphical update? I mean, the game looks good already. It could have looked a lot better. Honestly, the game itself could have been just so much better. It was a huge letdown. I still enjoyed the hell out of it, but it was just still a huge letdown. But guys... Let us know what you think about the next-gen updates of either game being delayed in the comment section below. Moving on, if you are following us on TikTok, which I doubt anyone on here is, yes, we have a TikTok. But I posted this story yesterday on TikTok, just a quick, you know, update to it, or just reveal kind of, breaking news type of thing. It happened a couple days ago, but anyways, FIFA is getting a divorce from EA, which is huge. It's huge because forever, it's always been like, you know, the FIFA games made by EA Sports. And now FIFA is shopping around for other developers. EA is just trademarked EA Sports Football Club. So they're probably going to be making football, but just without EA or without FIFA. So
yeah, I mean, I feel like it's time. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like at the end of the day, I can't really imagine EA doing anything better with FIFA than what they've already done.
Exactly.
You know, and like it's time to add some new flavor. You know,
and the thing is, exactly what FIFA said.
If FIFA wanted more money and EA was just like, well, no.
That's the thing. That's the thing. It actually goes a little bit deeper than that because the reason this is happening, their current contract runs to the end of 2022, and they are in the talks for a new 4-year contract. And EA said that they wanted to start using the FIFA name for new ventures, including game tournaments and NFTs. And FIFA was like, okay, we see, like, we would be totally down with you using our name across new ventures, but we also see how much money that our FIFA games are raking in. And we are seeing none of that come to us. Like, EA gets all of that money. They get all that revenue. And the FIFA games, like, they are the best-selling sports game in the world, in the franchise. Like, they're the best-selling sports game ever. And their sales across like, you know, all the games has surpassed $20 billion. All right. So FIFA's like, okay, so our current licensing fee is $150 million. Like, you guys pay us $150 million to use our name to make a game over 4 years. We want to up that to $1 billion over 4 years because these games are raking in so much freaking money. We want to slice that cake. We want to slice that cake. And EA was just like, no. So EA's being a greedy little bitch boy, as per usual,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like they just like they wanted more money.
Yeah,
They're like,
exactly.
nah. Like,
Exactly. EA
man, fuck
doesn't.
you.
EA wants all the money for themselves, which is no surprise. I mean, FIFA and EA are two of the most money-hungry companies in the freaking world. All right, so
Like,
FIFA knows
how
their
can you
worth,
do
and they
that?
just want what they're worth. Honestly,
Yeah,
that's
like
what's up.
it's their product, it's their name on the line. Like you can't
Exactly.
just be like, "Hey, we want more money for our product," and you can't just say no. Like we're the reason why you're raking them this money, dog.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, exactly. So basically, what's going to happen going forward is FIFA is in the market for new developers. They actually said that it is clear that this needs to be a space that is occupied by more than one party controlling the rights. So they want to spread the FIFA name around everywhere. So they want other developers coming
hey,
in and making
FIFA
FIFA games.
single.
So basically, I wouldn't be surprised if we start seeing FIFA in Fortnite. We're going to be seeing maybe FIFA sponsorships in Warzone. We're going to be seeing FIFA shit
Rocket
everywhere
League.
now. Rocket League for
knows?
sure. Rocket League for fucking
Yeah.
sure. Definitely going to see
Yeah.
that. And then EA, like I said before, just recently trademarked the EA Sports Football Club. So they're going to be making football games, soccer games, if you're American, just not using the FIFA name. But they have licensing
Yeah.
agreements with many other teams. So you're still going to be seeing teams like Manchester United in the games. So, they're not going anywhere. FIFA's not going anywhere. If anything, both of these people are just going to blow up next year.
Absolutely.
But this is
Absolutely.
but FIFA 2022 is going to be probably going to be the last EA FIFA game. So enjoy it while it's got. And from what I've been seeing, the game is not doing great. Like it's like one of the worst selling FIFA games. I think. I think. Don't quote me on that, but I think it is.
Oh man, that's another reason why FIFA's going to it. They're like, yo, EA, what are you doing?
Yeah, I don't know what happened there. I don't play sports games. I actually fucking hate sports games because it's literally just the same thing released every single year. It's basically Call of Duty, but
I like anime sports games because they're fun, but or like Rocket League because that's
Rocket League is great.
grand old time.
Rocket League is great. I jumped back into that
Probably one of the
recently.
best esports games out there, and it's free.
Exactly. But yeah, so anyone out there, I know our girl Bro is a big sports fan or sports gaming fan, and I think she plays the FIFA games. So I think she's more into the 2K games, but still, enjoy FIFA 2022 while it lasts, because that's the last one we get from EA at least. Now moving on to some news that I know Julian has some very strong opinions about.
Oh,
Unless you're living under a rock, shit that was trending yesterday was the Uncharted movie trailer. The first trailer we got for the Tom Holland, Mark Wahlberg Uncharted movie. I'm just gonna come out and say that I like it. I'm not trying to be a Tom Holland fanboy here, but he actually,
of course you like it.
no, he legitimately looks like a young Nathan Drake, okay? Like, even from the games, when you saw like a teenage, or early 20s Nathan Drake, he kind of looks like Tom Holland, all right? Or the kid Nathan Drake looked a lot like Tom Holland. He got the little, cheek thing going on. He got the facial structure going on.
Sorry,
It's weird.
I'm not feeling him as he doesn't have the
That's
Nathan Drake
fair.
charisma.
I mean,
He doesn't he just doesn't. I know he tried. Now this is the thing. I'm not blaming him. I'm blaming the industry itself because they think that Tom Holland can play every young person role in the world, and he can't. Like
ever
he
since
just
Spider-Man,
can't.
yeah, ever since Spider-Man, they've been like, you can play everyone. But no,
I'm just
okay, so my thing
every
my thing with the movie isn't even like really with the actors, because I'm like, I don't mind either actor playing, Mark Wahlberg playing Sully. I actually think that's kind of perfect. Like a young Sully, he kind of pulls it off. He's got that weird, goofy charisma
I can see him
going
doing
on.
a really good young Sully, like sarcastic asshole. Like
He can do it. Tom Holland playing a young Nathan Drake, I can see it. I really hope it's good. Honestly, if the writing is there, then I'm sure Tom Holland will be able to pull it off. But my biggest thing is the movie legitimately looks like it was just ripped from the video games. Like, did you watch the trailer?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
Yeah.
So even the whole bit where they're falling out of the airplane and the whole, the storage shits are like falling out and everything. He's climbing back up. That was legitimately straight from Uncharted 3. Like,
No,
word for word.
It's like they mixed Uncharted 3 and 4 together and put in a new plot and a new bad guy, and then because they talk about his brother, and I'm like, dude, like you're skipping around. Like you gotta stick to one.
To be fair, this might be like in a totally original story. This might not be related to the games
No,
at
it
all.
is. I mean, it is, but like they could have definitely picked a better fitting Nathan Drake. There's plenty of other people that look way more like him than Tom Holland does. Even if you go with a young Drake, you know, and honestly, Mark Wahlberg seems more Drakey than Tom Holland does, which is kind of sad.
Almost, yeah. I noticed that too. I was just like, wait. But at the same time, I feel like the reason they chose Tom Holland is because they need the star power to make this movie work, and Tom Holland will sell tickets like 100%. Because it's a video game movie, so these movies are already under insane scrutiny and not really taken seriously. So they need that star power behind it to be like, hey, this is a legitimate movie that's going to be great. And honestly, it kind of feels like, you know, a Tomb Raider movie, but a little bit, you know, more modern,
Nathan
more
Drake
better.
Is male Tomb Raider. That's what he is.
He is. Yeah.
You know, but yeah, I mean, I will wait. This is not a movie that's worth paying for. I will wait to watch it when it's free on TV or on Hulu or Netflix or whatever.
I'm going to go see it in the theaters for sure. Just because I love the Uncharted series and I really like Tom Holland, and I'm really interested to see how he handles this role. I really, really have hope that it's good. I really have hope that.
And they make him seem like a fucking novice. I'm like, by the time he was 20, he was already robbing things and he already knew what to do.
True.
You know, he's just like, so I was like, hey man, don't do this. You look like a dumbass. He's like, oh, okay. I'm like, that's not what Nathan Drake does. Like,
yes and no, because like even when he was young, he still was a novice.
Yeah.
So like, this is like him, 18 to 20. I think somewhere around there. I'm not entirely sure, but I think it's between like 18 and 20. So he is a like super green.
Not as green. No, not as green. Because he started learning from Sully when he was 13.
Yeah,
he's been with Sully since he was a preteen.
I think they're taking some liberties with how they met. It looks like they just met in this movie. So
if that's how it is, then I'm not going to like this movie straight off. We just got to watch it, and I hope it's not completely terrible.
Yeah, guys, let us know in the comments what you think about the trailer if you watched it. If not, link to the trailer in the comments below or in the description below. Cool. Last up today, we're going to be talking about some Game Award news. No, it's not that time of year yet. But the Golden Joystick, which usually holds their Game Awards right before the actual Game Awards of the year, they just announced all their nominees for the video games that came out this year. So I'm not going to run through all the nominees because there are a lot. There's so many. But I will run down all of the different genres for you guys, or I guess all the different, sections that they're judging. So, starting up, we got Best Storytelling, Best Multiplayer Game, Best Visual Design, Best Indie Game, Studio of the Year, Best Game Expansion, Mobile Game of the Year, Best Audio, Best Performer, which is basically Best Actor, Best Game Community, PC Game of the Year, PlayStation Game of the Year, Nintendo Game of the Year, Xbox Game of the Year, Best Gaming Hardware, the Still Playing Award, which is basically games that have hung around the most this year, Most Wanted Game, and then, of course, the Ultimate Game of the Year. And I'm just going to run down the nominees for Best Game. Ultimate Best Game of the Year is Deathloop, Psychonauts 2, Resident Evil Village, Ratchet and Clank, The Rift Apart, Wilder Myth, Hitman 3, The Forgotten City, It Takes Two, Metroid Dread, and Mass Effect: The Legendary Edition. So
why would a remaster be the Game of the Year?
Well, because it's a legendary edition, so it came out this year. So I mean, it was a big remaster. So of one of the best trilogies ever.
It's still a cop out, man. I gotta say.
I don't think it's gonna win any awards at all. But me personally, I voted for Deathloop for Ultimate Game of the Year because that game is awesome. I have some gripes with it, but out of this list, it's definitely my favorite.
I would vote Deathloop as well. I haven't played it yet, but I did. I didn't even buy it yet, but it's on my list.
Most wanted game is an interesting one because it's got the likes of God of War Ragnarok, Horizon Forbidden West, Skate 4, Marvel's Midnight Suns, which I didn't know was a thing. Marvel's Midnight Suns, when the hell did that get announced? I don't remember that at all.
That got announced in the gaming showcases that you overlooked that I tend to send you.
My bad. Gotham Knights, Starfield, Elden Ring, all that stuff. Of course, I'm pretty sure it's the most anticipated or most wanted game is either going to be Starfield, God of War Ragnarok, or Horizon Forbidden West. Maybe Halo Infinite, but
mine is definitely Gotham Knights and Dying Light 2 because those games.
Dying Light 2 isn't even on the most wanted game list for a nominee, which is some bullshit. I know.
Yeah,
it fucking should be. Also, I voted for Apex Legends as the Still Playing Award. I didn't want to vote for Warzone because I hate myself for playing Warzone still. So it's a fun game, but there's so many goddamn issues with it. So I'm like, no. You guys can go vote for yourselves on the Golden Joystick. But actually, I got this from what was it? Games Radar. So you can actually, I'll link to it in the description below. But you can go on to Games Radar and vote for the Golden Joystick Awards 2021 today. The actual event itself is not happening until November 23rd, so you still got like a month to vote on these games. So, take your time, but make sure you get your votes in before that time. What do you think? Like, what kind of games would you be voting for besides, Deathloop and Dying Light 2?
Honestly, it's really hard to say because you have a lot of games in there like Psychonaut that everybody really loves.
Yeah.
Some things I would honestly go for. All the games I would go for are going to be in there. Like I've been really playing a lot of PC independent Steam games, a lot of first person boomer shooters that have been coming out.
Yeah, no, that's fair. Yeah, a lot of those are like a dime a dozen, really.
Yeah, so it's really hard to say. Yeah. What were the nominees for the best performer?
Best performers were so we got Jason Kelly as Colt Vaughn from Deathloop. We got Erica Mori as Alex Chen from List True Colors. Maggie Robertson as Lady Dimitrescu from Resident Evil Village. Amazing performance. And I think she's actually gonna win. Ozumora I butchered her name, but she plays Juliana Blake in Deathloop. Jennifer Hale, who played Rivet in Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart, also incredible performance. And Elijah Wood, who played Crystal and Nick the Post Guy in Psychonauts 2. Personally, I voted for Ozumora, who played Juliana Blake, because her performance in Deathloop way outdoes Colt. Colt's good, but Juliana is on a whole other level. She is amazing. She is amazing, and I love her.
I would agree with that. I would definitely agree with that.
She's so good.
Oh, yeah. I'm definitely interested to see the Joystick Awards. It honestly just sounds like Thought Gaming Awards, but I know it's not that dirty. But yeah, I can't wait. I can't wait to see.
It's the worst name ever, but it kind of makes sense in a gaming point of view. So
no, it does. It does.
Yeah. But guys, I'll link to all the nominees along with where you can vote in the description below. And please, we want to know who you're voting for. So either, let us know everyone you're voting for, or just let us know a couple of your select choices. We really want to know because we would love to talk about that. So please let us know in the comments below. Links to everything in the description. This is where we're going to leave today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. We love hanging out with you guys. We're also going to be posting a couple clips from today's video on TikTok, so make sure you go over there and check us out. I'm also going to be testing out, trying to do just quickie news coverages from out the week, just on TikTok, just quick little tidbits of stuff that I find interesting. Cool?
Nice.
Yeah. So guys, thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please hit that like button. If you're new to the channel,
give me donations because I'm living out of my car.
Yeah, he's living out of his car right now. That's no good. If you are new to the channel and you're not subscribed yet, please hit that subscribe button, hit that bell so you can notify whenever these videos go live. And of course, share this video with all your friends, family, colleagues, and estranged cousins. We love you guys. Can't wait to see you next week. Please,
Peace, guys.
talk with us. And we'll see you in the next dive-in. Peace.
Later.